Sick of winter? Here's an exciting sight to see. It's early, but Lisa's Pizza opened in Old Orchard Beach for the season today, offering all your beach favorites, pizza, fries, and the like.
Oh, that looks good. In the middle of February, they are the first of the season to open their doors. This family-owned business has been a staple on the Old Orchard Beach boardwalk for years. Manager John Murray has worked there since the 70s and says they always open the week before February break.
Well, everybody's getting that craving now, you know, and everyone wants to get out. And like tomorrow's supposed to be like 50 some degrees. Yeah. So there'll be a lot of people down here tomorrow too. Yeah, it's been a steady start. I mean, our first day open, we're on advertised on Facebook, so a lot of regulars today.
Okay, don't get too excited. The fried dough isn't quite ready yet, but it will be on the menu soon.
Fair enough.
The fries. Sign me up for the fries.
Yeah.
It's funny how we do these, like, I think Reds in South Portland does March. And I saw there was a DQ near here that posted that they were opening this week too.
I'm ready.
When it's nice out, why not?
Sure, but like my question is, like, at that point, why close it all? If you're going to open up in mid-February, like,
just keep
you
the
never
doors
know what
open.
that's going to look like.
Fair.
Plus, that stuff's always delicious, I guess. All right, we got to 46 today. It feels right, though, right, to be thinking about spring. I'll put the kibosh on that shortly here when we look at the mid-range forecast. But 52 in Sanford, 57 in Portsmouth. David was saying, coming from the North Shore of Massachusetts, his car was reading low 60s all the way up until about Portsmouth. So it was very mild, especially to our south. We did have some showers and even a little grapple in Bangor was reported, and into the mountains as well. That's moving out now, though, and the rest of tonight looks pretty good and very mild for this time of the year. I mean, almost exactly mid-February at this point, right? And for your overnight lows to be in the 40s, in some cases mid-40s tonight, is very, very unusual, very anomalous. It'll be in the 30s across northern Maine and the mountains, but even that, I mean, it's warmer than their high temperature typically is. So tomorrow, we've already talked about, we're going to make a run at some records. Will we get there? I think so in Portland. Our record is 51. I think we should be able to beat that. The record in Bangor is surprisingly high tomorrow, 52. I'm not sure we're going to get there. I think we'll get to about 50, but that should do it. Then a couple of rain showers move in on Thursday night. And this front on Friday has trended colder. So across northern Maine, that means more snow into Aroostook County. And it means some sleet is going to be involved here for the foothills and the mountains, and maybe just briefly along the coastline too on Friday morning. We could ping some sleet pellets, depends where you are. Look at Portland, 49, but only in the 30s into the mid-coast and down East Maine. And then that front comes through, and it is significantly cooler for Saturday morning. A lot of us at that point will be in the teens and single digits. So cold, but briefly so, because by Saturday afternoon we'll be back to the mid-30s or so. So this model might be a little too aggressive with Caribou at a foot, but there'll definitely be accumulating snow there up to about Millinocket, with maybe some sleet in through Bangor and into down East Maine, pellets kind of pinging along there on Friday morning. The accumulation doesn't look to be a big issue, though, along the coastline, just something to note. Anything going on next week? I think so. I'm just not sure what exactly it is. We get a colder pattern mid to late week, and we get a couple of storms kind of bombing around here. So the question is, can we catch any? I think Wednesday night, Thursday is a possibility, but it's not set in stone just yet. And overall, we're breaking off some colder pieces here for late February. How far south they get, we're not sure, but it does look like it will be colder than it is right now through the end of February and into early March. And we talked about March 2 weeks ago, right? That maybe around March, that would be when we start to turn things on. Nice weekend, by the way, in between. It looks really good, especially Sunday afternoon into the mid-40s. This is a pattern we've had a lot over the last 5-6 years. Mild La Nina winter, but when La Nina starts to loosen up a little bit in early spring, sometimes we get some storms out of that. So we'll see if we do that again this year.
All right. Thank you, Keith.